Here on the inside, Nissan has redesigned the Qashqai's dash. I much prefer the shape of it now, and they fitted it with new material, so high-spec cars get it's lovely Alcantara. It's nice. You even get it down here. It's on the doors. To be fair, there are still some bits like lower down which are a bit scratchy, here and here and here, but really that's the same with many of this car's competitors. They've also fitted it with a new screen, and it's got a much brighter display than before. Seems reasonably snappy. Best thing about it though, see if I can look, inbuilt Google. So you've got Google Play, you've got Google Maps, you've got Google stuff, and of course if you need it you've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Look, if you want to use Apple instead, you can do. One of the things I'm glad they haven't changed, physical controls for the ventilation system. Yes, it looks a little bit like a stereo from the 1980s, but it's great to just be able to twiddle a knob and get the temperature just as you want it. What doesn't seem to have changed though is the digital driver's display, but that's okay because it's reasonably clear and easy to use. Another thing that has changed though, the seat's quite nice, comfy. In terms of practicality, so underneath here, look, we've got a little bit of storage, and then there's the secondary storage under there, and as you can see there's two USB-Cs. You've got deep cup holders there, which will fit a large bottle. You've got a slightly redesigned gear selector. It's kind of a weird nubbing slidey thing. I don't like that much, to be fair. Don't like levers here either. They just take up too much space. I'd rather have buttons or a steering column mounted gear selector like certain cars have. Moving here, look, we've got a area there for charging your mobile phone, wireless charging pad, and old school 12-volt socket there. Door bins. So they're an okay size. Some competitors do have door bins bigger, but look, you can fit a big bottle. They're easily big enough. That's a few things tonight. Let's just check. Got a decent size vanity mirror. Good. It's nice inside. I do think the Peugeot 3008 feels cooler inside. And if you want to see my full in-depth video review of that car, click on the pop-out banner appearing in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or follow the QR code on the screen now using your mobile phone's camera. Here in the back of the Nissan Qashqai, knee room is acceptable, though people with longer legs will find their knees almost touching the chairs in front. Also, the footwells aren't that huge, and you can't stretch that far underneath the seat in front. The biggest issue I have though is, can you see this? I may as well be sat on a stool because this part of my legs don't seem to touch the seat, and that means it's not as comfy as it could be. I do think the Kia Sportage is slightly more comfy here in the back seats, and if you want to see my full in-depth video review of that car, click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the QR code on screen. Now, it's a bit of a shame really, because headroom's all right. You know, this one's got the glass roof, which does eat into headspace, and even people over 6 foot will be fine for headroom in this car. And while there is a bit of a hump in the floor there, it's not too big actually, so you can actually rest your feet on there if you're taking the middle seat. And actually, when it comes to carrying 3 people in the back at once, it's not bad because the body's wide enough and there is enough headroom, so people can get comfortable-ish. Now, when it comes to carrying a baby, it's a bit annoying that you have to flip off the ISOFIX anchor covers, but once you've done that, make sure you don't lose them, keep them in there. It's easy to actually mount the seat to it, and because those rear doors open nice and wide, there's plenty of space. It is a bit of a slightly snug fit if you rotate one of those rear facing seats round, but there is enough room that you don't really have to move the front passenger seat forward. So let's have a quick look here. We have a passenger armrest, which is good. You have cup holders, which is good. Shame they are exposed the whole time. Down here you've got 2 USB-Cs. You've got door bins. Let's just get a big bottle to be sure. So here we go. Will that fit? If it does, well, yeah.